Hello, everybody, and welcome back to doing what we were born to do, destroying Kalasnos, who really doesn't like the Sword of Light. Finish him off.
Bested by mere humans twice.
None of whom are particularly interested in power.
But know this, the dark cannot be erased, for without it, light cannot exist.
I guess that means we'll have a good sequel.
My body may die, but my spirit shall live on. I shall endure.
He shall survive.
Light, foul light, hideous. Why do you burn so bright?
To show off the glorious moment map, good sir. Oh, wow. I thought maybe we might have to stand over him and do a killing blow, but we really gotta put handles on this thing. Yeehaw! And the big beautiful world is saved. And no dead luminary?
It's over. It's really over this time. The last great evil is gone. Our world is safe at last.
I mean, depending where we are in the timeline, but yeah.
What began with Erdwin and his companions so long ago finishes here today, with us.
What are you looking so serious for? We should be celebrating.
He lost his mark. Yggdrasil needs its power back.
I get it. You're thinking of her, aren't you? You want to go and help her. Well, what are we waiting for?
If he means Gemma, I understand what's going on. Oh! Yeah, we can probably set her at peace now.
You have come again, wanderers, and you have succeeded in your quest. Shadows no longer hang heavy over the land.
We're gonna do the usual with her.
But if this is so, why have you returned?
To give you your outfit back? Oh, there we go. To imprison you in a rainbow sphere. Can finally go back to the tree.
Art thou?
I don't understand.
Thou wouldst have me return there?
Oh, what a guy. Prevent Erdwin from dying? Is he gonna annihilate this timeline? Well, now we know we get to find out what happens on the other end of things. But it didn't shatter this time.
Thank you, Luminary.
I hope she finds him.
She just disappeared.
Is our timeline now
Why can't I
orphaned?
shake the feeling this has all happened before?
Really should have had your friends write a journal and then put it in those pods. Then one day. This is delightful. I truly have no idea what could happen next. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't wear it every day. Oh, I did take your charm into the final battle. What a guy. Yay! You could come with me. Why not take a look around? Most importantly, where's my dog? Oh, there we go. Borf, borf. Good, bandit coming. Yeah. What am I supposed to do? I have no other skills. All right. I feel better. Let's go talk to Amber. Should we climb the Tor? Ugh, no comment. All right. Yeah, I guess I got lots of options. Don't I have to fix up Dundrasil? Yeah, but I mean... we fixed up Cobblestone, why don't we... yeah, whatever. I will be king of Cobblestone. Dunstan, I'm running against you in the next election. There it is. Those are the 2 coins I needed. Yeah, I know it doesn't matter. It's hard for me not to. Well, and in the end, I was a single sword wielder. Yeah, sure. Oh well. You know what, Dirk? You turned out to be an okay guy. Yeah, sure, kid. All right. Should we climb the mountain now? It'd be quite the symbolic way to close things off. Here we first saw the mark in the sky. Oh, yay. That's right. You don't have time to not enjoy it. Well, you still gotta watch out for people. Yeah, sure. A lot of people need help, that's the takeaway. That you do, Connie. Yeah, you were helpful. Still a secret. Also, I'm your stepfather. That's what I was getting ready for. Alright, I'll be a good husband. No more puff puffs for the rest of the Let's Play. I think so. There we go. If I climb the Tor, am I gonna get warped away to Alifgard? Dragon Quest III, well, I mean, we know what happened to Erwin, but like his mom never found out what happened to him. He went down into Alifgard and got sealed in. Okay, dude, well, you had your chance. I was on the road a lot. So, I get that the wedding happened in the blink of an eye. You know, you had your shot. Good old Chalky. By the way, there was a little side quest I didn't show in the Let's Play, but I found an old man who wanted us to do the buff attack to kill an enemy or whatever, but he was in Honolulu and talked about he and his best friend Chalky would go adventuring, and that kind of reminded me of him. I thought that was a nice touch. Well, I like to think so. Well, King Carnelian's got lots of ties to this place, I suppose. let's see what the weather's like. You're a good cow. Well, thank you. Well, thanks, gang. Actually, the case could be made that leaving Cobblestone would be a recipe for unhappiness. Alright, now go into the tour. Couple of ladies. I wonder how old Veronica's gonna look. I'm assuming it's Serena and Veronica. Because I expect Jade would travel with Hendrik and probably King Carnelian. And maybe Lord Robert. Hey guys. Well, thanks, man. You just have a big sloppy lick on the cheek. Yeah. That's alright. Wow, she never did grow up.
Well, look who it is.
It's so nice to see you again. It feels like an age now since we defeated the Dark One, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now, let's
Not that
get
you've
down
grown
to
much.
business, shall we? We've been worried that your life might be lacking purpose now things have quietened down.
I mean, the previous adventure is going to be tough to compete with on that front. Everywhere you go, having camaraderie and people needing your help and helping you in return.
Serenka and the Watchers sent Kalasmos up to his prison in the sky.
Yes.
Well, afterwards, Serenka took the Sword of Light back to its rightful resting place in the heart of Yggdrasil, didn't she?
Right. But which one do I have?
We were thinking, what with the sword being such a symbol of Erdria's newfound peace and everything, we should do as Serenka did. We should return it to the World Tree for safekeeping.
Okay.
We know how attached to it you are, but we couldn't help thinking it would be safer with Yggdrasil. And besides, we wouldn't want you losing it, would we?
As long as I have
So
my
what do you
brilliant
say?
blade.
Shall we take the Sword of Light back to where it belongs?
Yes, it is a very prudent,
That's the
safe
spirit.
place for it.
Right. We're ready when you are, so just let us know when you want to set off.
I really feel like I
I'm
should
sure we won't
invite
be gone
Gemma.
for too long, but it's quite a way to Yggdrasil and back. Why don't you go and say your goodbyes, and we'll wait here for you.
Well, alright. Peace out, Gemma. Even though, I mean, this is an interesting twist, actually. I know I've harped about her not being a party member, but every other party member we had the same role she did for a while, where they're like this extra fifth character and they use items and stuff. She was the first one that did it. I mean, she was the second character, but you get my point. Oh boy. Well, let's hit the road then. I feel like I should get the whole gang together. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, don't tell Mom. Two-thirds of the party I took into the final battle. Rab was a bit of a surprise, but I'm glad I had the group I did. Serena is the dedicated healer, Veronica is the dedicated attacker, and then Rab has duties as assigned, and then the hero sort of filling in his big damage. Glad to see my party members following me. That was always something I liked about Dragon Quest games. Well, I suppose it's a bit like climbing the Tor. I would kind of feel better if, like, Hendrik was watching my back while I put it back in its place. Put some sort of bell by the entrance in case someone sneaks in.
A lot of memories, doesn't it? It's such a special place.
I cannot stress this enough. The worst thing of my life happened here.
At first there was nothing. Then came the light. That's how the books of legend begin. The world was a cold, desolate wasteland. And then light dawned.
Yuji Horii, I'm pretty sure, reads a lot of Western literature, but this is like very Genesis.
It was the gift of the World Tree, and it gave birth to Erdrea, our beautiful home. This is where it all began. This is the source from which the river of life flows.
I
think
just
it's
can't stop
time,
thinking about getting shot in the
don't you?
back.
Time to return the Sword of Light to its rightful resting place.
Yep, for the next luminary. In the meantime, I'll have the other Sword of Light handy. Alright, so I'm sorry I got to put an edit segment in here, but there was a copyright ID on the cutscene of the final ending, and I submitted it for a dispute because the review of the ending to part 1 kind of worked out, but this one didn't. So after 28 days, 2 days below the maximum allowed, they rejected it. So I'm just going to have to cut out the ending. I'm really sorry for those of you who are interested in seeing it. I'm going to describe it, and if you want to skip that, I'll just put the timestamp on the screen and you can cut to the end. So, spoiler time. The ending is broken up into 4 parts, 3 of which I don't think I can show. The last one I think I can. We'll find out. Here we go. So in part 1, the hero has just returned the Sword of Light to the heart of Yggdrasil with Veronica and Serena. It reacts and they see a vision of a dragon speaking to them. And this is the Yggdragon who tells her story. Long ago, before the creation of the world, she fought against Kalasmos, but was wounded. So she's found by the Watchers, who exist, and they help her, but she's transformed into Yggdrasil as part of it. She gives life to all of Erdrea, and she begins executing her plan to stop Kalasmos by giving her power to a human. We know what happened there, so it falls to us to continue Erdwin's work and destroy Kalasmos. The hero is then granted the title of Erdrick, which indicates this is a prequel to Dragon Quest III. The Yggdragon says that even if she's destroyed, another hero will come along and take up the Sword of Light, and at that point we see an image of a young man in the pose from the cover of Dragon Quest III, although he's kind of dressed like the hero of Dragon Quest I, and it looks like he's about to cross the Bifrost and face the Dragon Lord, which is actually kind of a cool thing because chronologically, in terms of when they released the games, 1 is next, but in the game's chronology, 3 is first, so it's a cool mishmash of the two. The second part is the main credit roll, which also shows footage of all the main games in the series from Dragon Quest 1 to 10, and it's a super cool summary of everything the series has stood for, and it really reinforces this game as the conglomeration of all things that have ever been Dragon Quest, and this is like a celebration of the series. I also tried to summarize everything I thought about the game at that point, but I had a really hard time doing so. I did feel it had some flaws, and they're minor, but it had some, and I do still strongly believe the best Dragon Quest game of all time is still to be made, or still could be made. But Dragon Quest XI did so many right things that it covers up the flaws. Like, a game doesn't have to be perfect to get a perfect score, in my opinion. It has to be very good, and its virtues make up for any flaws that are there, because there'll always be flaws. And anyway, the ultimate takeaway is that this is a wonderful, beautiful game. For part 3 of the ending, we have a brief scene where we see Serenica and Erdwin, and they're wandering in separate parts of the area that I think is right before the first forest. And it looks like, will they or won't they meet? And they finally see each other, and they run together and embrace, and you see Serenica's got the mark of the luminary on her hand still. And this implies a different possible future for Erdwin, and it gives a nice heartfelt finish to the story as well. It might introduce a time paradox, because presumably Serenica would be like, okay, when you go to kill Kalasmos, I'm just going to stand behind you. Yuji Horii addressed that, though, and he said he sort of thought that these were separate timelines and they'll coexist and ultimately reunify in the future. And I presume that would be centered around the events of Dragon Quest III with the story of the next Luminary. And then the final scene, I think I can show you. And it's my favorite of all of them. Oh, and there's the gang. By the way, watch the Japanese commercial for this game. Volume 2 of the Luminary. It could be you, son.
Cooey. Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. Morning, my darling. It's time to get up. Today's a very important day.
It's the day you climb the Tor. Thank you for watching, everyone. And thank you, Yuji. Worth the wait. 14 years I waited. Almost half my life. Worth the wait.